Friday night down the END, looking out for the after party. Tabbing our powder, yeah, on repeat. It's just you and me, we're going deep, we're going deep, we're going deep. Friday night down the END, looking out for the after party. Tabbing our powder, yeah, on repeat. It's just you and me, we're going deep. Friday night down the END, looking out for the after party. Turn it up louder, yeah, on repeat. It's just you and me, we're going deep, we're going deep. Friday night down the END, looking out for the after party. Tabbing our powder, yeah, on repeat. It's just you and me, we're going deep, going deep, going Friday night down the END, looking out for the after party. Tabbing our powder, yeah, on repeat. It's just you and me, we're going deep. Friday night down the END, looking out for the after party. Turn it up louder, yeah, on repeat. It's just you and me, we're going deep, we're going deep. We're going deep. We're going deep. It's just you and me, we're going deep, we're going deep.
Take it down to the bunker. Take it down to the bunker. take it down to the bunker.
Except you're conscious, so we don't know what it means. You saying we're dead? Are you saying we're dead? Look, obviously I didn't mean you were really dead.
Yo, looks like we're going to get a game after all. Just going to jump in the booth with Def tonight. I think he's muted at the moment. So, so what's happened is Harlsom was meant to come tonight. He said he was going to be here, but he's dogged the boys once again. And Big Mag has decided to step up and take his place. So thanks, Mag. And they've won the toss. So Mag and Tau have won the toss. And they've picked DM6++.
Good evening.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good, man. How's the, I don't know, how's the levels of voices? Anyway, is that, no one will be in there anyway, right?
No, there's a few people in the chat. Let's ask the chat. Anyone in the chat? How does Def's mic sound?
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Def.
This is Def coming at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Driving trucks there late out at night. This is a Coast to Coast AM with Art Def Bell.
I love that. I love the radio announcer voice.
Right. Let me just get back into the game. So,
You sound pretty good to me, but I think you should be all right.
yeah, it should be good. They'll tell us if you look after the first game and it's like whack, then we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Swoops just replied, good.
Oh, cheers, Swippy.
What's up, Swoop, you Irish cunt? Love you,
Irish
buddy.
legend.
Love
I
you,
think
buddy.
That's what you meant.
It's a term of endearment, so he knows.
Yeah,
that.
I know.
He knows that.
It's been in Australia long enough to realise that. It's just you got to be worried if someone says "mate" sternly, then you're into mad shrubs.
Yeah, exactly. These people,
Right, cool.
the people that, I mean, they got to learn our Australian culture when they come over here. So.
I don't think we even know what it is half the time, but yeah, they should. But just
no.
let you know.
No, we definitely do. We definitely do.
Well, what do we got? We got Tau and Hal probably rescuing someone from saving their life right now on Westgate Bridge. So we got to let him go for that. He's triaging some mad shit, I'd imagine. So we've got Mag, I guess, stepping in for Hal. We got Tau, Big Tau.
Yeah.
Rosh versus Snooze, very solid. So Rosh, Snooze, what are they, like 4th at the moment? But not everything's not like they're pretty close. Those guys, they've only like dropped a couple. And they're good to go. All right, sweet.
Yeah, I think with Mag playing, Mag's in some form at the moment, so I think he'll give him a good run.
That's been playing well. All right.
Tau
Tau with a quad. Look at that. Jacked into the Matrix. Pretending his mouse was fucked at the start, but really he was connected directly to the source. Oh, that was lovely.
He nearly
Full
bored
health
there.
for Tau.
He nearly got on the ball list there. For hell. Fuck.
Nah, he's just letting you know that he could bore, but he doesn't want to. That's all it is.
Yep. That old chestnut. Well, he gets turned on there by Snooze. Snooze absolutely slapping him in the face with a rocket there.
Lovely turn.
It was.
So we got Rosh racking up some frags off auto track. Coming in now to have a look at R8. Pick that shit up, no worries. Perfect timing.
Yeah, nice work from Rosh there. Ooh, it's a little grenade in the bum. Gonna hang around for this red, hopefully, before quad. You might not have time. Gonna go for quad. And Mag will get it. Oh, that was a huge nade by Rosh to take out the quad. Mag not shooting that spawn point and gets punished for it.
of a cheeky LG. It's probably gonna... Nice! Didn't waste herself. Maybe you did, but not much. To be scientifically accurate.
I think I might have my desktop audio still on. Yeah, I do. I'll mute that. What a noob. Oh, I gotta go full screen too. I haven't even gone full screen yet. Oh, mate. What sort of show are we running here? Nah, they're not showing up because we're not in QTV, because the QTV's been fucky. Yeah, that's alright. That's alright. Mag, it's been taken out twice now with the quad. Yeah. Yeah, no, can't blame a bloke for pushing RA with quad. Yeah. 28, we sure do. So next one on 58. And Rosh hanging out up the top here. Just making a nuisance of himself, trying to deny that LG. Oh, fuck, alright. Swoop's just saying we're having some... Yeah. Swoops... For some reason they can't hear me. I don't know why. Yeah. Yeah.
You muted in OBS or something weird? That's the only thing I can think of.
Oh, okay. No, I think I'm good now. I think I'm good now. Sorry, boys.
Was it OBS, bro?
Yeah, it was an OBS thing. Yeah, sorry.
You yourself in both things, didn't you?
Oh no, when I changed scenes, it had like weird
Nice
shit
shot
going on.
there. But Tao, the god. Oh, with the NG just peppering him, just letting him know that I'm coming back to get you later.
Yeah, that's what that was. Just gonna give him a few nails for a kiss goodbye.
Just letting him know.
Yeah, fuck, it's been amateur hour so far on the cast. Sorry, boys.
Yeah.
We've fucked
50%
up.
amateur hour. I would like to think I was.
Yeah, it's all me. I'm the amateur. You've been the consummate professional there.
No worries. I would have sounded like an absolute retard there. Because I'm talking to no one at the first bit. But we got Snooze just chucking some stuff into probably a little bit higher with those splashes, but nonetheless.
Yeah, he wants some blood. He's got the bloodlust.
Very good choice of weapon change there.
Nice shot.
Now he just is going to get back and probably defend this RA. There's a lot of action.
Yeah, nice shot.
He's probably going to sit on this. He's
Nice
got
shot
127.
there.
He wants his teammate to take this. Nice
Yeah.
work.
Good stuff. Good call.
So Rosh has collected that one.
Yep. Rosh is
so
going to
wait,
have to do the work now on quad.
Tao
Quad will be
just
upset.
punished Snooze up there. It's tough because you can't see the bloke if he's in the wrong spot when you jump up there, and Tao just capitalised.
And Mag trying to challenge for this quad with nothing, but does a pretty good job. Gets Rosh pretty low.
Yep, and that's all it takes.
Yeah, enough so that he could come back in and frag him. That was very good by Mag.
Yeah, well played.
Yeah, I think Tao is pushing without the LG. He needs to prioritise getting the LG a bit more. Because you just get smashed in fights if you don't have an LG on this map.
That is true, but it is Tao. He may know something we don't, and that is equally as true.
Well, it's not working for him so far, whatever he knows.
It usually pays
Holy
off.
shit.
It usually...
Did you see that? Fucking Snoozer just put 2 rockets into Rosh's eyes. He had the ring. Put 2 rockets into it.
I was trying to gloss over that, but
Yeah, no, we have to talk about these things as commentators, mate, as casters. That's
fair
our
enough.
job.
Fair enough. There's a lot of close action shots directly to the guts of people happening in this game. I've noticed. A lot of surprise. What the hell's going on? Shit. Just coming around the corner kind of stuff.
Yeah, maybe it's too late to play Quake, man.
Ah,
Maybe everyone's a bit tired tonight. I don't know.
everyone earned their bread and butter Quake World like in the early hours of the morning, man. Come on.
True, but we're not 18 anymore, man.
I thought I was. Nah.
Well, I mean, you're only as old as you feel, I guess, but
I feel like I'm like 107, but like physically, but not mentally. I'm like 2
yeah,
mentally.
yeah. Mentally, I'm still young.
Yep. So, hang on. So we got a 20 point. This is. You mean? Look.
It's only 20 frags.
Yeah. So Team South. These guys haven't played together this comp because Mag's filling in. I'm sorry. Yeah, that Mag's filling in, right? So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a little bit of like a couple of a couple of growing pains really quick. You like chucked in the deep end like Mag hasn't played with Tau. But their communication just won't be as well oiled, even though they communicate well.
Yeah, well, I think honestly, Tau's better off having Mag on his team at this point because Harl hasn't been playing at all, and Mag's been playing a lot. So he's in a lot better form than what Harl would be.
Tau's probably bench pressing a truck right now, so he's probably gone through it. We got what 30 point lead.
Yeah.
I don't think they've got enough time because if you got every quad to the end, I don't think they'd have enough time really to get this done.
Nah, they don't have control of RA either. I think it's going to be pretty much game at this point.
But we might see some cool ass plays, and that's what we're here for.
That's right. Hit middies, get titties, as they say.
Gosh, putting Moksha to shame with his pines, doesn't care about his how many RLs.
Moksha's not even playing one.
No, I know he's not playing, but like Rosh putting him to shame.
Oh,
is
okay.
Out of pines.
Yeah,
He's
okay, I see.
the pizza with pineapples, bro.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, Moksha does love his pineapples, that's for sure.
I'd like to imagine there's a method to Mox Madness with that stuff, and they clip me a lot, so you know.
I don't think I've ever
Everyone
been.
chuck my pine.
I don't think I've ever been hit by a Moksha pine because they're never in the right spot.
I'm calling bullshit on that, bro.
They're never in the right
Anyway.
spot, man. They're just sitting on these fucking stupid spots that no one ever goes.
Yeah, but if you're chucking them everywhere,
True.
I don't
true.
think it's like it's not a mathematical.
Yeah.
It's not,
He's not really thinking too hard about it, is he?
yeah, he's chucking them.
He's just chucking them.
Sure, he chucks them with intent to kill, but
Yeah.
every one of those isn't directly at where he thinks someone's going to be. He's not like South Galifianakis in The Hangover.
Yeah, motherfucker just
Like,
sets up
Wayne
fruit
Mary.
stands, mate, wherever he goes.
The
Just set-
fruit dealer. That's what we should call him.
Yeah, he just deals fruit.
There was a StarCraft player that was really big called Fruit Dealer at one point, so maybe he's a
really?
second coming. All right, so this one's all but over.
Yep, pretty much done, boys.
But Snooze with the quad, just gonna LG some peeps. He's got enough cells.
Yeah, he's managed to survive there.
Oh, that guy went flying. Snooze couldn't even get the crosshair on him there for a sec. Oh, unlucky.
Oh, that's a team frag. So yeah, I
You see
mean,
that?
DM6 can be a bit. Sorry, DM6++ can be a bit like this. If one team's got control of red for most of the game, which is what Roshan and Snoozer managed to do. So unfortunately, it was a bit of a pounding in the end.
Yeah, yep. I mean, once again, Tau probably trying to lull them into a false sense of security for the next map. I'd reckon. He's
Yeah.
just a big brain player, so.
True, man. He would have been
You never
taking it
know.
easy on him, mate. Oh, just to get him in the.
Dude, you see Tau with 8. He's taking it easy, bro. Come on.
Yeah, with a relaxed mindset, he just wants some. He wants some,
Dude,
just not thinking.
it's not gonna stop you like his meditation time and when he's trying to play. Like he's ready to rock at some point, but just not at that moment.
Not at that moment in time. Yeah.
He chooses that. It's all good.
He's having a bit of trouble with his ping.
Yeah,
He's
he
on
is.
he's on 115 ping. So
That's bizarre because he usually gets a lot lower than that, right? So like he gets 75 at the best.
yeah. Well, there was some issues with these servers, and Alva was sent an email to the provider to find out what was going on. And he actually did get a response, believe it or not. He didn't even think he'd get a response back, considering how much they pay for these servers. But he got a response back, and they said they'd fixed it, but I think there may still be some issues with international routing.
Busted, yeah. Well, I mean, when we were playing, I won't even say what game it was because we'll get shit. But like when we were playing that game a while ago, that basically we can't mention other games on this stream, by the way. I'm just making that up, by the way. It's a new rule. The connection to SEA was really bad. We were getting like, we should have been getting like what 70, 90 or something. I don't know the worst, but it was like 150.
Yeah, well, it's
that one pipe or whatever they call it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, when the SEA pipe went down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the one. We'd have to get Swoop in here for a proper analysis, as he's the undersea cable expert. So
He's spent a lot of time underwater.
yeah.
You know, that movie The Abyss was a documentary about Swoop, his origin story, if you will. There was only one person in that original script, that was Swoop. The rest of the people you see in that movie, Hollywood fiction. But you know, he does know a lot about that stuff. So we'll defer to him if he comes on later.
He does. For a proper technical explanation, we need an expert like him. So let's just leave that one there, I think.
We'll can it. Yeah, we'll can it at this point, just so we don't look like idiots.
Yeah. Good call. Good call. I'm glad we fleshed that one out.
No worries, man. Well, that's why you pay me the big bucks, and I give them back to you.
That's it, mate. That's it. That's why we're on the
All
big
right.
bucks here at Qumsport.
Easy. So hang on. Tau's asking for a second to re-jack into the Matrix, I guess. Have they chosen the map? They're definitely doing Bravado?
Yeah, he's got to jack back in because he's about to fight Morpheus.
Yeah, no, he's going to have to tell Morpheus to take a seat for a second because this is more important. And then Morpheus, have you seen that? Don't worry about it, actually.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, let's go. We're on. We're on. We are on, boys, for Bravado, which is Rosh and Snoozer's pick. So Rosh is going to pick himself up a Mega. Mag's going to pick himself up the quad and the yellow. Looking to do some damage here.
Good choice to change weapon there.
Yep. Smart by Mag. Ooh, eats a couple of nades there. He's in a bit of stride.
It's alright. He would love to pick up these health packs.
Yeah, he's going to try and get back to this.
Yep, nice choice of weapons.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Weapons.
I got all the weapons, butch.
Mirage.
Mirage.
Ladies and gentlemen. You see, he's commentating now. I've got all the weapons, butch.
He's got all the weapons.
Mirage being a Quaker from back in the old days from New Zealand, right?
Yeah, one of our Kiwi cousins.
Yep. Unbeatable in New Zealand at the time. Then he faced Reload and was unhappy about it at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, Reload gave him an absolute fucking pasting.
It wasn't pretty.
Sent him back to New Zealand with a smacked ass.
He was in New Zealand. I'm pretty sure it helped a few times. But okay.
Here we go.
Rosh with the quad. Oh,
he's on the list.
It's not. That's not a ball, man.
Oh, okay. No, it was a trade.
That doesn't count.
It was a trade. It was a trade. Okay, my bad.
It doesn't count.
My bad. Sorry, Rush.
That's all right, Rush. Yeah, you're hearing that from the guy that got the fastest score in Quake World history. He's antsy to get people on the board.
Hey,
it's fair enough.
Hey, that was my first entry in the ball list, mate.
I mean, it was a fantastic 1KF.
It was a fucking good ball, right? Yeah, I agree.
It was probably one of the best, quickest.
If you're gonna ball, mate, at least do it. At least do it properly,
make a
right?
record when you do it, right?
Yeah.
So, 2010, we got yeah. So we're gonna this next quad, this next RA, all very important as usual this early in the game. Let's see if the other boys, if they can probably try and grab this. Not having timers really sucks, but I'm just gonna talk about quad. Quad up soon. We got early snooze. We got 2 people at quad. Yeah, there was no contest there. They were too busy worried about RA, and that's going to be drained right off him with a quad LG. Oh, the RA is now up as well, so that is not great for the other guys. Snoozy looking like he just wants to punish everyone he sees.
Oh yeah, he'll throw roundhouse kicks like a motherfucker, this guy.
Oh yeah. 100. Just come off the last season of Cobra Kai, which I haven't seen.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. He'd be fired up after that.
I feel that he's seen it, he'd be fired up.
He'd be
I'd
fired
imagine
up
the
after
season
that.
finale, had I seen any of the seasons, to be absolutely sick. Picked up the Mega nice, so he'd probably grab this next RA. or give it to his brother there in arms. Heard that spawn, I think. There we go. We got Big Mag coming in for the quad. Unfortunately, but actually, wow. Can he survive? Unfortunately, no. And that is a poor KF. But let's not talk about that because that was probably a pro play.
Sorry, I wasn't actually watching. I'm sending a message at the moment.
No worries.
All right, I'm
Is
back.
it to me? Yeah, you're commentating if that's what you're asking. Hey, what's happening?
We're back. We got to pause.
But what happened there?
We got to pause, man. We paused. I don't know what's going on.
I didn't even see the warning come up. Nice. Maybe Tao's having tech difficulties like he was before the game.
Yeah, sounds like he's having issues, man.
He's dying before he spawns, like he's got mad PL. Not good. We were joking before that like Hal hasn't rocked up and Tao's having tech difficulties. All the commentators had to come out of the booth, start fighting, start swinging. It's not great.
We're back. Looks like we're good to go. Madcam, what can he do? He's getting pushed out of the quad area. Looking for a mega. He'd love a sweet little mega right now. Not gonna happen though.
How's ping's fluctuating from like 80 to like 150.
Yeah, it's rough, man. It's very hard to play like that.
If anyone can play with this ping, it's Tao though.
That's true, man. That is very true. Oh, Mag comes in for the steal on the quad. Very nice. Gonna do some damage here. Nice work. Oh, little team frag there, but that's alright. Beautiful shotgun there. Takes out Rosh mid-air with the shotty. Mag. Oh, he gets away with it. He's fucking low.
Gets that alright.
Yep, nice
He's
work.
alright now. Oh.
Yep, coming in back in to save the red, hopefully. Well,
No, he's a bit too far away to get it in time now, I think, mate.
Yeah,
so
I haven't been keeping track of the red time, so we'll see what goes on here.
trying to do the fast food delivery window, but no one there.
Oh, I think he got LG'd in the back and then shot with a rocket there. He died pretty quick.
Yeah, he got wasn't looking.
He got the double waffle with cheese there.
He got preoccupied with his order.
So Rosh with the quad now.
What's he gonna do with it? Oh, take one rocket, but look at that YA Rush. Now he's had a look at it. And now you want to head back to RA, right?
Yeah, he's having a couple of little squizzes at that YA, but he thinks he might get back to RA instead. Yep, nice work from Rosh. He saves it. He gets that RA secured for Snoozer.
Well played.
Oh, no there. No, Rosh, what are you doing? That was your teammate.
Sometimes it be like that when you got quad.
Sometimes it be like that. For real, this. Sometimes you just get the bloodlust and it doesn't matter who you kill.
It's just like the reaction. Like, you're like, I have to shoot now, whoever that is. Otherwise, I'm dead.
Yeah. You just get that rush of blood to the head.
Yeah. I mean, it's better to keep the quad. Like, if your teammate, like, you know, you gotta, like, it's 50-50. They have to stack or they don't.
Yeah.
I try and not do that, but it's cost me so much in games to not do it. And I've noticed some of the better players just like don't take the risks and try and like look up the other guy anyway. Instead, just they're getting a lot of prize.
Yeah, sometimes it's got to be done. You just got to go with the flow. Like you're just in kill mode and you're just killing everything.
Yeah.
And if you know if your teammate's just a boom sticker, Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly. If you're too tentative with it, then you might get yourself in trouble, and that can flip everything. So
Yeah.
if you want to come out with a strong end of the quad run on an armor, have some packs for your mate, all that stuff.
So pretty solid lead now for Roshan Snoozer. It's going to be tough for Mag and Tau to come back from this. 3 minutes remaining.
But anything's possible. But maybe this is on the edge of the possibility spectrum.
Well, if they get this quad, I think they can have a chance. But Roshan's been knocked off. He's low. Mag comes in and steals the
Mag
quad,
with
but
the
he's
quad.
low. He's so low.
Very
though.
low. Got
Yeah.
hit with some splash. Unfortunate, man.
Oh, that's
They
good.
needed that one.
They
Yeah,
needed-
it's
they really did
heartbreaking
need that
to
one.
see that shit.
And he gets caught out there at red. Tau's throwing his hands up in the air. He's not happy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice little
Yeah,
shot
Tao's
from Tau.
ping is all over. It must be hard to play as Tao right now because it's jumping like in like increments of 20 at times. So
Yeah. I mean, it's okay to play on a high ping. Like, I find
yeah,
that-
as long as it's stable.
yeah, it's not too bad, but if it's not stable, it's fucking
Yeah.
pain, it's a real pain in the ass.
If you give me like a high ping that's stable, I'll like adjust my play and hope for the best. But if I'm just jumping everywhere, then yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. Big Mag now
Mag
with the quad.
another quad. Representing.
Oh, a little bit of acrobatics there from Snooze.
These guys are running past him. They've got nothing. Good.
Snooze is doing his best Bruce Lee impression there.
That was pretty sick. Let's not lie.
It was pretty sick. He was jumping out like over his head one way, then he jumped over his head the other way. It was pretty good, pretty cool actually.
The double shuckers, like in the End of the Dragon. Anyway,
He was entering something. I don't know if it was the dragon, but yeah,
that's fair.
he was making his entry either way.
It's so much harder commentating without the timers, like for that extra insight, because there's so much going on in the 2-on-2. But
True.
we're doing our best, fellas.
Well, not really. I mean, tonight I'm.
Well, I'm only on 50%, to be honest. I just want to tell everyone, you know.
I'm basically talking a lot of shit tonight, so apologies for that.
Yeah, we kind of figured out that's what's going to have to happen to fill up the voids. Got that Megs. All right, so this one's over, and we'll just see if Rosh can. Oofed. Is that one of those change the boomstick moments that I wouldn't have done?
He didn't want to bore, mate. He didn't want to bore because he knew that he'd cop it from me. He'd be back on the list.
Yeah, I embrace it. Well, I don't really, but like.
Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you gotta embrace the bore. Like,
Yeah, I got to see the beauty in it.
if you know you're gonna die, and like, or if you know they're gonna kill you, you just bore on them. Fuck it.
It's kind of in the eye of the beholder, yeah.
You just take him out.
Like if Tao bores, like you know that he's doing that for he's thinking 5 plays down the line. He's just on a different level, in my opinion, anyway. So, all right, Mag has left the game to it logs him off the game every time he finishes a game because of his config or something, I believe. So it looks like he rage quits every time he plays. I don't know what that is in his config that does that though. But
Yeah,
I'm trying to fix it because it
Swoop-
looks so stupid.
Swoop had the same issue for ages, and he only managed to fix it once he formatted his PC, I believe. So.
Formatted his PC to fix it.
Yeah, like he tried reinstalling Quake and all sorts of shit, but
I wonder what it is that's causing you to format your PC. But surely it's something in the config, like, right? Like if he just loads another config and tries to play a game.
nah, he tried everything. He tried everything.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
All right, so we're going because
Yes.
Mag and Tau are 2 down, they'll get the blazer and they'll pick them up, which will be down 2.
Legends.
I think this is a good strategic pick for them, to be honest. I think if Mag can have a good game here and Tau can support well, then we could see
I've seen
we
both
going
of them play
to
good on
fourth
DM2, so I'm looking forward to this one.
Tau, the first victim of the sliders, sir.
Like I said, 5D chess. That's what he's doing.
5D, baby.
Reverse intimidation.
The Mag gets the quad. Rosh was very slow to get to that quad as well.
Oh, nice. Mag, probably going to have a look at back. No, not going to.
I'm gonna check out water here. Nice.
Nice, clean up a secret. There's another guy behind him.
Yep.
Tau racks him, and
Oh,
very
and
good
the
stuff.
and the spawn frags on DM2 can be brutal because every frag matters on DM2. It's not a high scoring map.
He can go get that mega again. Oh, well, he probably won't, but like,
Big trade on middle there. Rosh and Mag trading. And Mag backstabs Rosh coming out of the telly there with his boomstick.
so that mega will be up pretty quick after this quad, so it'll be takeable.
So
But
quad,
I wouldn't waste my time. It's a little bit too much time to waste. It'll probably be up in a sec.
quad was quite late because they were late getting it at the start.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, that that mega retook would be up by the time. But yeah, I was thinking to myself, I probably wouldn't take it because you'd have to wait like 4 seconds for it.
Oh, you mean the high mega?
Yeah, the high one, yeah.
Yeah. So I think Tau and Mag just trying to minimise the damage on this quad. They've done a pretty good job. Tau playing well up top there. He takes out Rosh, but can't get both of them.
Oh, nasty work there.
Yeah, Mag playing well. He's early for quad.
Hey, he's confident, but he's only got 20 off. He just needs some health, and he needs a wingman down there to try and take the heat. He's got those. So this, he's picked it up, nice.
I swear.
Just waiting for someone that picked up Mega to come around and shoot him in the face, but well played. Not Mega, Secret R8, what am I talking about?
Go for it, Mag. What are you waiting for? He's just running away to low, but he can't escape the wrath. He can't escape the wrath of the quad, the big quad damage Magos.
That's it.
Oh, he's on his head. He doesn't know where he is. Oh no, not like this. Not like this.
Yeah, not like that.
Not like this.
Unbelievable. Can't do much about that one. Especially the middle one is the worst. Ball in the middle.
I fucking hate those sliders, dude. I fucking hate them.
I always say that he's chill when I run over him, so they don't piss me off. Like they don't get me.
Yeah, you talk
You guys are
nice.
chill. You guys are chill.
Talk
Yeah,
nice.
you got it.
Talk nice to the sliders, you reckon?
Exactly. Yeah. Put in a good word for him. That'd be nice. Yeah.
Oh,
Chill
nice,
that night.
nice shot from Rosh there. That was really good. Shooting through the bars there.
Yep. Through the bars.
Always love hitting those through the bars shots.
So gotta be careful here.
Oh,
Somehow, oh, I was gonna say, I thought he missed his teammate and got both of them, but not this time.
yeah, he got one.
Like, look, Tau had a boomy. Doesn't feel like he had nothing really apart from maybe the RO and a. So that was worth. He wasn't going for him. No harm intended. What was that? He's almost tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Mate, I'm about to kill you."
That's hilarious. Like, Snoozer didn't call that he was in secret, and Rosh was expecting an enemy to come out of secret, and then Mag walked up and
Gave him a second. Said,
Yeah.
"Hey, mate."
yeah, said g'day.
Right here.
Said, how you doing, bud?
That's
Stop
it.
that.
Right, this quad. Oh, Rosh. It's quickly out. So,
Yeah, nullified.
yep. Like all those aero quads, half the time is just like
Yeah, hard to get a quad
nothing
out on.
left.
Hard to get a quad out on arrow.
Yeah, difficult on aero, difficult on DM4. But probably, I don't know which one's more difficult. I don't know. I think that the placement of both of those, I mean, DM4 is such a small map, but I think the placement of the quad on aero is like, they can't really put it anywhere else unless it's like on the ground in the middle or something. But, you know,
Yeah.
it's, there's heaps of walls around you down there. If you're waiting for it on it, that's not a good place to wait sometimes.
Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, it wasn't designed as a quad in mind,
You're
really.
actually going to get splashed if anyone shoots a rocket near you.
Yeah. It was designed for a duel, really. Like, it's definitely...
Yeah.
Like, I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, if old Montgomery Aerowalk ever heard they were doing 2s on the map that he created, he'd be spewing.
Oh, mate, he'd be turning in his grave, I think.
He'd be hating life, man. But he's dead, so he'd be hating death at that point.
True. Rest in peace,
But
Montgomery.
It's a good close game. Montgomery. Pour one out. So 18, 15.
Yeah, it's close.
Very close. Very close. We got Snooze on the quad. Ready to like. Oh, that's some discipline, I would say.
Yeah. He was close to boring though.
No, it wasn't discipline. I was joking.
Oh,
It's like reaction.
Yeah. I mean, I
I knew that.
I just love seeing people going on the ball list though. That's all.
I know. Oh, yeah, you do. You
I
love
do.
it.
Froth it. Absolutely froth it.
That's fair.
It's one of the you know the small pleasures in life is seeing a big quad ball. Oh, there we go. I called it. Called it in.
That was technically a trade, but he was looking at the wall. I'd say that's debatable. I'd say it's probably a ball.
It's still
That's
a
a ball, and it was like collateral frag damage on the other team.
Oh no, it's all going pear shaped. They're team fragging.
Oh, so we need to keep this Tao's team. Tao and Mag really need to like this next little bit counts here. This next quad, quite important.
Yeah, it's only a 5 frag game. Rosh doing some good damage. Oh, he's setting up a fruit stand up on his perch.
If I was Rosh, I'd be like moving a little bit, doing a bit of side step, move where the grenades are going, so don't just go in the same spot because you're just wasting grants. If you don't like kind of move your grants slightly.
I don't think he's too worried about running out of grants. He's got nearly 75 rockets.
Yeah, true. But in general, it's always good to like kind of shake it up, like just minutely. So
True,
this hit,
true.
unless you know the exact point you're trying to hit.
I see what you're saying, yeah. Alright. There's still time. There's still time here. It's only 8 frags.
Yep. One quad, even, you know. So,
Oh,
unlucky there.
he went for the great shot.
Yeah,
the bars.
bit of great work.
Yeah, a bit of great
Bit
work.
of great work, yeah.
I love seeing a bit of great work.
It's always great work when it happens.
Great work?
Yeah, just go with me, mate. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
Let's go back. Let's get this quad. Let's make a game of it.
I would like to see Tao down there.
Oh, really nice attack. Really nice attack from Roshan.
Rosh turned it. But I don't think Rosh is yet. He's not going to make it out.
Oh, that was good from Tao, yeah. Tao kills the quad.
Tao goes a quad with 500 ping. Nah, his ping's back down a bit at the moment, which is good to see. But it is still jumping up around 100 and something.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
It's actually just settled down a little bit, so hopefully it stays that way. No, it's not. It's jumping up 20 at a time.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Okay, so yeah, the Tao's team and Mag really, they just have to get this quad, and I don't think they have enough time to do it because the other guys, if they wanted to, could slow spawn the rest of the thing out. It's over, so no chance to win.
It's
unfortunately.
over, mate. It's over, bud.
But not too. There wasn't much in it. It's looking worse now at the very end, but it was quite close the whole game. Like there was still like 5, you know.
It was, yeah.
It was just one quad to swing it.
It was
unfortunately.
quite competitive up until around probably 7.
Yeah, Snooze and Rosh playing like well, and then we've got Tao with his his ping is dogging him pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's not helping. But look at him go, like he plays like he's a man that has LPV ping. Like he doesn't care that he's got his ping's fluctuating that much. He doesn't even know what his ping is.
Oh, he does. He knows all about it.
But it doesn't phase him, mate. He's
I actually think it did phase him quite a bit.
all right.
Just so we're clear.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did too.
Because
I was just trying to keep
before the game, he was complaining quite a bit.
Yeah, apparently he like busted up a hotel room like 5 minutes before they went on.
Yeah, through
chucked
it.
the TV out the window.
Yeah, that's
Said
exactly.
fuck Mark Wahlberg for some reason. I don't know why he said that.
Just how things, man. Just
He,
how.
you know,
Just
he
how.
directs his anger where he directs it. So
I was
who are
about.
we to ask questions?
I was actually about to say the same thing as you. I was about to say he threw a TV out the window. But he drop kicked it out the window.
Yeah, he roundhoused it out the window. Is what
Yeah.
you meant to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
roundhouse that bitch like straight up.
He's
the
just
fucking-
practicing on something light, you know, like a TV.
Yeah.
It's not what he usually practices on, which is like a mountain, which is
Well,
like, you know,
he
standard.
usually practices on human heads. So I think.
Yeah, yeah, that's like him kicking in an inert gas.
Yeah, I think
Doesn't even feel it, man.
whoever was around at that time, they got off lightly because they kicked the TV instead. So.
Well, yes, exactly. Someone was there originally, and the TV just got on the road.
Yeah,
All right, so we seem to be alone in the server, so this must be
it's all over Red Rover.
all over, yeah. Well, that was another good installment in the dual comp. Do you know who the next game is? The KF. Who's coming up? Do we have one? Then we had one planned. Let me look it up. I think you're planned.
Yeah,
to play.
I'm the only one that's scheduled so far. We're scheduled in for Friday, so
Yep. So Friday the 13th, we got the Jason Voorhees KF coming up. He's going to be wearing a mask
shit.
at his house. He's going to be wearing the exact mask as Jason from Friday the 13th,
Oh,
and hopefully doesn't embarrass himself by losing because he's doing that and playing. So
hey, someone's getting shanked. Someone is getting shanked, man.
yeah, there's a shankening incoming, and hopefully super proves. So you're playing troop and plank. So
Yeah.
I was going to say, what are you going to choose? Just like, just tell them your secrets, mate.
Yeah, look, I don't know if I'm willing to divulge that live on air, to be honest, bud. But
That's fair enough.
they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to bring their A game. Let me just say that.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. They're gonna have to bring their A game.
Yeah.
We don't know what maps they'll be playing. That'll be happening on the night. So tune in for that. That's on the 13th. This upcoming Friday, 8:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. That's the sweep, just in case anyone else needed to know that a bit at the end. So
yeah, I'm gonna be looking at handing out a few shankins on the 13th. So
wham bam shank you, man. Yeah, definitely.
prepare,
Go
boys.
ahead, man.
Prepare. Do your best.
Make a statement, buddy. Good work.
Yeah.
The commentator is ready to rack. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm out of here.
All right, man. Hey, thanks for coming. Cheers.
Take it easy. See ya.
Cheers. Thanks for tuning in, boys. Have a good night. Peace.